Hey everybody, it's Chris Eads, known online as Wootini, here with another one of my Gay Gamer video podcasts. I know it's been a while, I'm sorry, I know I said that I was going to get back on a regular schedule again now that we'd moved into our new apartment. Unfortunately, right after I said that, I had a crazy busy weekend with no time to sit down and tape anything, and then I also, the following weekend, came down with an absolutely hideous cold. So, yeah, not in the mood. I just slept. I didn't want to sit here and chat away. So, we've got a little bit to catch up on, so this one's going to be a little bit longer than usual. I apologize in advance, but let's quickly run through some of the movies that I've seen recently, because obviously I have my AMC A-list and I'm going to the movies constantly. So, first I wanted to mention Alita Battle Angel, which I thought was super fun, and I also, when I went to see that, because February was my birthday month, I get a free birthday present from AMC, which is a free large popcorn and large soda. And I wasn't thinking, and when I went back another time, I checked the pricing, and a large popcorn and large soda actually costs like over $15, which is insane. But it's also movie theater large, which can feed a family of 4. It's like a bucket of popcorn like this. And I even spilled some because they overflow it. I was a little horrified to find that I actually ate about 3/4 of the popcorn. And I think I drank like 3/4 of the soda too. Oh my god, my bladder was going to explode because that's a long-ass movie. And I tried sipping it slowly. But by the end I was like, oh my god, I have to pee. So next time, next February, my husband's coming with me, or someone is coming with me, to share that soda and popcorn, because no. Also, if there's going to be a big soda like that, make sure it's an hour-and-a-half movie tops. But I enjoyed Alita. I thought it was great fun. I loved the world that it created. My only complaint was, I actually saw it in IMAX 3D. So it was really cool at certain awesome parts of the movie. It, you know, the screen expanded upwards and filled the IMAX screen, and it was like, what? But I was a little disappointed in the actual 3D side of things. I know it was shot in 3D. It was supposed to be the 3D event of the summer or whatever, or winter, or the year, or whatever they called it. But they were calling it a 3D event, you know, like Avatar and shit. But, I was a little disappointed. I know they filmed it in 3D, but there were actually some shots in it that seemed to actually be 2D, which was weird. Like, they weren't even converted, which was strange. But I actually found the CGI to be less 3D than the people, which, like, doesn't happen, usually. So I just found it a little disappointing 3D-wise, because I'm a 3D fan. As opposed to How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, where the 3D was terrific. Those movies always have really good 3D. They, like, really try. And, like right from the beginning, there's, like, an opening fight scene and somebody sticks a spear right in the camera. I was like, yay! You know, and flying on the backs of the dragons and everything. It's always, like, it just immerses you in the world. It's awesome. It's also a really good movie and a great ending to the trilogy. And I'm hoping that they stop there and don't make any more How to Train Your Dragon movies, because these 3 movies are all good, solid films that make a really good trilogy, and I'm afraid if they make another one, it's going to ruin everything. So don't do it, DreamWorks. I also took advantage of my AMC A-list and went to see Apollo 11 in IMAX. It was when I was sick, but I'd already bought the ticket, and I was like, let me just go, it's just sitting in a movie theater, hopefully I don't fall asleep. And I went, and I was glad I went because it turned out that it was like a 1-week only special IMAX release, because I didn't think it would still be around in a week, or at least it wouldn't be in IMAX. But then it turns out it was an actual special IMAX release, only in IMAX theaters, but only for a week. So I'm glad I kept my ticket and I went, and I didn't cancel. because it was also a really, really good movie. It was a documentary about the Apollo 11 mission, and it was fantastic. The footage, some of that footage looked like it had been filmed yesterday. Like, it was amazing. It was a CNN documentary, so it'll probably be on CNN or Netflix or whatever, Hulu, whatever. Definitely check it out, since it's already gone from theaters. And then this weekend, we went to see Captain Marvel, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I wasn't sure. I'd heard mixed things. Some people are loving it, and then some people are like, "Oh, it's really boring and dull, and it's the first, it's one of the bad Marvel movies." But honestly, I don't feel like any of them are that bad, really. So if this is a bad Marvel movie, it's still entertaining and fun. I will say that Brie Larson is a little, like, stiff and cold and, like, off-putting. But it's also the character. She's, like, this military person, and, like, so she's, like, all super serious soldier, but she does have, like, there's, like, a spark of, like, humanity in her, and she has a personality, but it's kind of, like, stamped down because of, her position and her job there, working with the Kree. So it kind of dampens down her personality, and I was expecting by the end of the movie, once she's, properly herself, that she would be, more personality would come through. Kind of didn't. So she's still a bit of a cold fish, but she still kicked ass, and it was a lot of fun. Great performances, funny script. I really enjoyed it. And in fact, I enjoyed it enough that I'm going to go back again and see it, like, next week, because my husband hates 3D, so we had to go see it in 2D. I wish I could see it in 3D IMAX, but it's only in 2D, IMAX, and 3D. So I'm probably just going to go and see it in regular 3D. I might go for the special digital 3D that they have at the 42nd Street AMC. That's how I think that's how I saw Bumblebee, and, like, the 3D was really good. It was a bright, crisp, clear picture with good 3D. So I'm probably going to go there, even though I don't like 42nd Street as much. That's a good theater to see it in. So that way I can see it in, like, Prime 3D or whatever they call it. But I need to see it in 3D because also I can't be sure that we're going to get a 3D Blu-ray release. They're starting to disappear, and I'm starting to worry that the Marvel movies will no longer be coming out in 3D for home release. And then 3D, the only way to see movies in 3D now is to see it in the theater. So thanks, AMC A-List, for letting me see 3D movies in the theater, because now that's apparently the only way I'm going to be able to enjoy 3D. Or new 3D. So that's it for the movies. On to gaming. Obviously, like I said, I was miserably sick with a horrible cold. So I didn't do a whole lot of gaming over the past couple weeks. Obviously playing Animal Crossing, of course, because Animal Crossing is my life, and I will continue to play Animal Crossing until I'm dead. So, I have made a little bit of progress in Final Fantasy IX, although not, like, a ton, because it's difficult to play on the train. I'm also having trouble getting back into the mindset of this super linear RPG where it's just leading you along the story and you just do it. There's been one space where I was, like, out in the open world and you're supposed to go from here to there, and I did, and I had like one or two random encounters along the way, and I was like, oh, maybe I should have, like, run around and gotten into some more battles to level up more, and I kind of wish that I had, because later there was like a mini-boss battle that was surprisingly tough, and I was like, ooh, am I not leveled up enough? And I'm like, I should be, because I have done everything this game has wanted me to do, and there's only been that one point where you could grind a little. Like, you haven't really been able to grind too much yet, and I hate when RPGs, like, ding you for not wasting time. Like, if you follow their story, you're not going to be powered up enough for the boss, and that's just rude. But I also am not playing Final Fantasy IX at home on the TV because, as you recall, those pre-render backgrounds do not look good blown up on the TV. On the little Switch portable screen, they're fine. So I've been playing it portably. It's been like 10 degrees with the last gasp of winter. Hopefully it's the last gasp. So I was playing it at work you know, like on my lunch hour, sitting on the couch at work and just being like, doo-doo-doo. But it's still entertaining, and the characters are quite charming, except for Zidane, who's like the typical Final Fantasy, like, I'm the macho hero, and I'm kind of a douche. Because they always tend to be. But still enjoying that. And I have just now recently gotten back into Red Dead 2. Because obviously when I'm sick, I don't have the wherewithal to like focus and concentrate. I was like, I'm not even going to sit here and like try to fish or something. So I've done a few things in Red Dead. Oh, I just remembered. I killed a couple of legendary animals. I went looking for, on the map, it said I was in legendary animal territory, and I swear to God, I looked at the picture on the map, and I swear to God, it looked like a beaver or something. So I thought, I'll go get the legendary beaver, or whatever this is. It turned out to be a legendary bear, and it came bounding out of its cave, or wherever. It just surprised, I don't know where it came from. It just suddenly, there was this giant bear, and it ripped me to shreds. And I said, oh, okay, we're not going to do that one. And I went for, like, the legendary elk. Or moose. I think it was a moose. But I killed that, and then I hunted it down, and I killed it, and I felt really, really bad because it wasn't quite dead, and it was like, and it was like, ah, and it was crying, and I'm just like, and I had to put it out of its misery, and I just felt really bad about it. That didn't stop me from later stumbling across the legendary beaver, and then actually killing a legendary beaver. It was huge. But I wanted to kill at least one legendary animal. I'm not going to do them all, because I probably won't be able to do the bear. I don't know, because the bear is big and will attack me back. I wanted to do something that wouldn't try to kill me, like an elk or a beaver. Because I was going to try to do all the legendary fish, but then the game glitched, and then there's one legendary fish that I simply can't catch no matter how hard I try. It just doesn't seem to be in that lake. But I wanted to do that before I end the game, because I am this close to the end of the game. And, in fact, I started what I think is like the next to last mission, and somebody got killed in the middle of it, and so I had to restart from a checkpoint. But then it was time to go to dinner, and I said, alright, I'll just turn it off and I'll come back later. Unfortunately, due to the most recent PlayStation system update, I'm blaming that, my PlayStation won't just wake up from sleep anymore and let me jump back into the game where I left off. I have to turn it off and turn it back on again, and it takes forever, and then I have to reload the entire game, and it takes forever. And I'm blaming the system update because literally that's all that's changed. Like, it was fine, and it was waking up. I'd put it to sleep, I'd wake it up, I could jump right back into the game, boom. As soon as they had the system update, it no longer does that. Thanks, PlayStation! So, I couldn't jump right back into the middle of the mission, and I was going to have to start the whole mission again, and I thought, you know what? I don't want to do this. Not just because it's going to lead me towards the end of, closer to the end of the game, but because I had accidentally gone for a shave, and saw that there was a little star next to one of the options, and I said, oh, what facial hairstyle did they add? Did I unlock something? What is it? And it was a super clean shave, it said. And I accidentally bumped the button, and the barber gave me a super clean shave. So, Arthur looks super weird. And the cutscene for that mission, he just looked super weird. Like, my Arthur is supposed to have a mustache. And occasionally a beard if he doesn't get to the barber while he's off running around doing shit. So, I've actually decided that I'm going to run around. I've been basically spent the last couple days now running around doing random things and like finding random buildings off in the woods in the middle of nowhere and like discovering things and basically just having fun, doing odds and ends, waiting for my facial hair to grow. And once I have, it's going to take a little while because I have a super clean shave, not a regular clean shave, but then once I can get a mustache back, then I'll go and do the missions, because it just, the cutscenes, I was like, who is this guy? I know it's Arthur, but he doesn't look right, because he's supposed to have a mustache. That's my Arthur. So, once I do that, then I'll finish the game. And then I can move on and play something else. Although I am probably going to still play, I'm going to try Red Dead Online, and see if I can actually enjoy it, or if it's going to be full of people trying to kill me constantly, because that would suck. I'm also hoping that maybe I can wait long enough, and then the people playing Red Dead Online will get bored and leave, and then it won't be as populated, and then I won't get killed all the time. That would be great. Thank you. I also wanted to mention Pokemon, because Nintendo had their Pokemon Direct, and they announced the new Pokemon Sword and Shield, which I don't know if I'm going to get. I was supposed to get Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu for Christmas, as you recall, and I never did. We never exchanged gifts with that part of the family still, so I don't know if I should buy it for myself or if I should still wait. And now I'm starting to think that maybe I won't get it and I'll never play that one, and I'll just go right into Pokemon Shield. I don't know. I kind of feel like I would like the Let's Go one better because it's more casual, and this is the traditional Pokemon, but we'll see. All I know is if I do play Pokemon Shield, everyone's talking about the 3 starters, and they're all like, woo woo, and everyone is going for the bunny because it's a bunny, and everyone's like, look at the bunny, and it's also a fire starter, which everyone loves the fire starters. And I'm like, I took one look at those 3 starters and immediately fell in love with Sobble. I mean, look at his face. How can you not pick Sobble as your starter? Look at his face. He looks like he'll start crying if you don't pick him. How can you not pick him? Come on, he's the cutest one. You have to pick him. So, obviously, if I play it, that's who my starter's going to be, because that's how I pick. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. You're going to end up with, all of them anyway. But he's so cute. Although, my problem is that I'm assuming that because he's so cute to start, his following evolutions are going to turn hideously ugly. Probably. That's just my guess. I like them to stay cute, but they never do. They always evolve into these big monsters, and then I'm like, now you're not cute anymore, and I don't care. Alright, so that was it. I tried to go as fast as I could, so this wasn't super long, and I will try to get back on a more normal schedule and talk about games every week, and then the episodes won't be so long. So, feeling better now, back into gaming, and I will see you back here again for another episode, and I'll talk about some more stuff. Who knows what it'll be? Come back and find out. Bye!